Okay, so quick demo of the particle systems. First of all, you'll need to put the particle folder inside data. This data top level, there should be a particle folder that has the information for the particle systems. I'm going to use the local DI guide base terrain because it's at the origin, so it makes things a little easier. About the particle editor under settings, and by default it just starts playing. I have to adjust that at some point, and turn on and off the preview system. Not sure why the texture isn't working at the moment on that one, but here's the flames. So all the same parameters should work from DI guy. You gotta adjust, there's max particles, but yeah, these are all the same parameters. One new thing here is HDR gain. So you can adjust that all the way up. And you can rename particles, you can add new ones, you can destroy them. And in terms of configuration, and when you're done, you should save. I think right now it will automatically save in the file that there's only 2 files in there, and it'll just save it back to the file that it was originally created in. So if I want to make fire large, do that, and you can also click in other spots. So it's not stuck at the origin. That should work in geocentric also. But this lets you test. There's a little bit of debug visuals here for oops. So there's origin and yeah, so that's one that definitely needs the HDR gain up. And there's a collision plane, I think, or there can be one. World interaction coordinate system. Oh, so insert, and so now you can see that there's a collision plane underneath there, so it can bounce. I think long term it would make sense to support a dynamic collision plane that we sort of pick per particle system, and that way, like, we could do a ground clamp underneath the particle system emitter and update that in world space, so at least it could bounce off the ground. We're not going to realistically bounce as many as DI guy bounces, but because DI guy can do intersection collisions off the world pretty easily. And so configuration. So this one, the smoke plume, I gave it the same name as Vantage. There is something wrong here in that something's going on with the coordinate system. I'm not quite sure why. We can cast shadows, but it only works for the first cascade right now. But that's starting to work. And we support emitting lights, but that's also just a little rough, but it's starting to be there. Although that doesn't really make sense for a dark, but you get the point. But if this has the exact same name as the particle system that we were trying to configure, in the same name as the model definition, it will automatically get mapped right now. So let's go and change to Machland. Daytime. So, and I feel it's going to be a little small for the kind of particle system we're looking for, so make it a little bit bigger. And double the number of particles that we've got. So yeah, it's a little, maybe make the size bigger as well. So it's definitely a much thicker one. Let's turn off the previewing. So it disappeared, and we will go open up the Mach-Land logger tape. And hopefully these will show up. Don't think that's the smoke plume. Yep, there we go. There's the fire, there's the smoke plume, and if we want to work on them, oh, crashed. Okay, well, looks like it needs more work. I don't usually ever close the editor and then open it again, so that must be the bug. But if we had left it open, we should have still been able to work on it.